to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Jack Demler. One man has died in an explosion in Pulaski County. It happened near Highway 27 and shook a Somerset neighborhood around 10 a.m. Federal, state, and local officials were all on the scene trying to figure out exactly what happened. First responders say details about the explosion are still being looked into.
I know there's several houses that's been affected. There's been calls all over the Pulaski County said they've heard it, but the cause is still under investigation. Unfortunately, that's all the information I have at this time.
In a news release, Pulaski County Sheriff Bobby Jones says there is no longer a threat to the public, but since there is still an ongoing investigation, the public is asked to avoid the area.
It's a mild night across our area. Temperatures right now are into the 60s for the most part. 67 in Jackson, 66 in Hazard, Manchester, Harlan, Jonesville, 64 for Middlesboro, 66 in London right now, 65 in Williamsburg, 67 in Irvin. And as we go through tonight, we'll see some scattered showers pop up later on into the overnight tonight. As we'll see, this overnight low is really down into the low to mid 60s. We'll have a light breeze across our area as well. We look at the day tomorrow, and well, we're going to be seeing storms likely throughout the day. We'll have highs into the mid 70s. Of course, we'll start out in the morning more into the low to mid 60s, topping out into the mid 70s into the afternoon, as we'll start out with some scattered showers and then turn that more into widespread showers and thunderstorms as we hit the afternoon and into the evening hours. So the weather timeline here, well, it's a stormy one as we're going to have some scattered showers late tonight. Monday, storms likely. Tuesday, some scattered storms, and that also continues into Wednesday and Thursday as well. We'll also have a severe threat in place, too. I'll talk all about that coming up.
All right, Ben, thank you. Earlier today, people in Lexington gathered for the second local Lex Market block party. Local Lex Market is made up of about 75 crafters selling their products in one place. The event coordinator for local Lex Market says artists are easily able to make a home at the shop. One artist, David Failing, says it's the people who keep him coming back each month.
The enjoyment that people get, I let people taste my jams and pepper jellies. I give them samples of it. And to see the expression on their face when they is blown away with the flavors.
Failing and his wife sell a variety of handmade items, including baby clothes. The event series will continue on the first Sunday of every month through October. The 150th Kentucky Derby is one for the history books, and that includes sports betting. Churchill Downs says wagering from all sources on the Kentucky Derby Day program set an overall new record of $320.5 million. Last year, Churchill Downs on Derby Day saw $288.7 million in bets, making this about a $32 million difference. All betting sites also saw an increase this year. $446.6 million were bet across other sports betting sites other than Twin Spires, the official betting partner for the Derby. And if you had friends and family come into town to see the Run for the Roses, they can probably expect some wait times at the airport on the way home. Officials at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport predicts about 18,000 people will travel today from the airport, and another 10,000 will travel tomorrow. They're advising people to arrive at least 2 hours before your scheduled departure time. And as a reminder, you are not allowed to pack things like bourbon bottles or Louisville Slugger bats in your carry-ons. With ATVs and other off-road vehicles gaining popularity the last few years, there has been more crashes and fatalities involving them. The Consumer Federation of America says Kentucky ranked 8th in the United States for ATV and UTV accidents since the pandemic began. Red Star Wilderness EMS coordinator and the director of the Center for Outdoor Public Safety at EKU, David Pfeiffer, says Kentucky's geography plays a part in this.
We respond to those kinds of incidents year-round. I think people use a lot of ATVs in rural areas. They certainly use a lot down here in Powell County. In addition to recreation, they're utility vehicles, right? So some people have ATVs that they use to plow their driveway or even just to get down a long kind of gravel driveway just to check the mail every day.
Pfeiffer says when it comes to recreational use, too many people operate ATVs and UTVs under the influence or without proper knowledge, which leads to crashes. Hundreds in Clay County walked together from Eastern Kentucky University's Manchester campus to Rawlings Stinson Park in an annual march against drugs. I had the opportunity to walk with them and learned about the importance behind this 20-year march. A personal experience with the impact of drugs.
A young woman in our church OD'd on drugs, and she had a teenage girl in our church, and we just we really were at a loss of what to do. We were so heartbroken and sad in what happened.
Encouraged Ken Bolin, a pastor at Manchester Baptist Church, to find a solution to a serious problem.
That's sort of what got me involved and got me realizing we have a problem here that we need to address and do something about.
20 years later, hundreds of community members continue to make the mile-long march to shine a light on the ongoing fight against drugs that has left a huge impact on their community.
What it does, it galvanizes community support. It helps people to see that, you know, there's some people who are seeing the same things that they are, and people who really are willing to stick their neck out and step out there and go public and wanted to do something about it. The march even helped encourage others to get involved by creating organizations designed to help those dealing with drug use.
The march actually was a beginning of Ches Hope Teen Challenge. That march produced us this program, and plus it brings awareness to the epidemic that's hurting our young people and our loved ones.
Organizations focusing on educating the next generation.
When we can raise a generation or two of children that choose not to go down this road, then we're really going to make an impact in the number of overdose death rates and everything that goes along with that.
Tom Vicini says Operation Unite has programs for 10 to 15,000 youths in the area just this school year and hopes to get more community partners to do more. For more information on Clay County's march against drugs, you can head to WYMT.com. Coming up.